Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Cincinnati's offense takes the field and leading the way for the reigning AFC champs is last season's comeback player of the year, a man who needs no introduction, Joe Burrow. Right to the air is Burrow. Throw left side complete to Chase. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass, yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that.
I'm so confused. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man open, it's Chase. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off of play action, here's Stafford. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
And oh, he coughed it up, and the Bengals grab it. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bengals will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
McPherson on for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Stafford now to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
Well, partners, the first quarter, too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep, Trent Taylor. Pulled in at the 24. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And some room to roam now. 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. And even 50 yards for Joe Mixon. And the Bengals are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And he's got it. So they tried for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here, because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Now the LA offense ready for this next possession. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. They'll go again here with Akers. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, They were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 1 quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. 22-0 our score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there, picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bengals continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. And the Rams getting set to go now. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Well, 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. On first down, it's Stafford. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick 6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Stafford. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw. Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground, and the Bengals have recovered it. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. Now on 2nd and 16. Stafford nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
1st down. Here's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. Runs over him. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
This is caught. It's Boyd. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there. And now
and he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Leonard Floyd, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome everyone to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports out city thus far, but still more football to be played. Who knows what could happen?
At my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the richest, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we were not to ride nobody with, we're the ones who started with it. Translation, Yani had to buy, Yani had Yana hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr,
Today, from AT&T.
leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 84 yards. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And it's now a 7-0 game. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a man in his 2nd season in a Cardinal uniform. Here's James Conner. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Cardinal 1st down, Murray to Hopkins. Murray a give. This is Conner. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Murray. Caught left side, Hopkins. Down inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. To throw is Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Conner up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Here's Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Prater's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
So, line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And a nice spin into some open field. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Get ready. Get ready.
Inside give to Elliott. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
Garibay on for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 5, and he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say, they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now Prescott. He's going to launch it for Washington. Touchdown, Cowboys! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Garibay on to attempt the point after.